The world of martial arts cinema has given us countless memorable warriors, but few stand as tall as Ip Man and Tony Jaa in their respective disciplines. Ip Man, the legendary Wing Chun grandmaster immortalized on screen by Donnie Yen, represents the epitome of traditional Chinese martial arts philosophy: efficient, direct, and devastatingly effective. His legacy extends beyond cinema, as the real Ip Man was Bruce Lee's teacher, making him arguably the most influential martial artist of the 20th century.
Tony Jaa, meanwhile, burst onto the international scene as the modern embodiment of Muay Thai's raw power and athletic supremacy. His performances in Ong Bak and The Protector showcased authentic Muay Thai technique with bone-crushing realism that revolutionized action choreography.
Where Ip Man represents refined wisdom and technique, Tony Jaa embodies explosive athleticism and the devastating art of 8 limbs. This hypothetical matchup isn't just about two fighters, it's a clash between philosophical approaches to combat, between the economical precision of Wing Chun and the overwhelming force of Muay Thai. Wing Chun is built on the principle of using an opponent's force against them while maintaining the center line. Ip Man's approach emphasizes close-range combat, rapid chain punching, and trapping techniques that neutralize an opponent's offensive capabilities. His signature moves include the straight blast, Pak Sao, slapping hand, and Chi Sao, sticking hands drills that allow him to feel and respond to an opponent's intentions instantaneously. The strengths of Wing Chun lie in its efficiency and economy of motion. Every movement serves multiple purposes: defending while attacking, redirecting force rather than meeting it head-on. Ip Man's footwork allows him to close distance rapidly and maintain optimal positioning. However, Wing Chun's weaknesses include limited effectiveness at long range and potential vulnerability to powerful leg attacks, which aren't the primary focus of the system. Muay Thai, known as the art of 8 limbs, utilizes fists, elbows, knees, and shins as weapons. Tony Jaa represents Muay Thai at its athletic peak, combining traditional techniques with acrobatic flourishes and devastating power. His fighting style incorporates crushing low kicks that destroy an opponent's mobility, clinch work that controls distance, and flying knee strikes that can end fights in spectacular fashion. The strengths of Muay Thai include superior striking power, effective kicks at all ranges, and clinch dominance that can neutralize close-range fighters. Tony Jaa's athleticism adds an unpredictable element, with his ability to execute flying attacks and maintain pressure. The weaknesses, however, include a more upright stance that can be exploited by skilled grapplers or trappers, and the commitment required for powerful strikes can create brief openings. This matchup represents soft versus hard, efficiency versus power, and wisdom versus youth. Ip Man would seek to control the centerline and trap Tony Jaa's limbs before they could generate full power. Tony Jaa would attempt to use his reach advantage and devastating leg kicks to keep Ip Man at bay while looking for opportunities to land his signature strikes. Round 1. The fight opens with Tony Jaa establishing his range with probing leg kicks, testing Ip Man's mobility and reactions. The Muay Thai warrior maintains his stance, hands high, ready to check kicks or counter. Ip Man advances with his characteristic efficiency, using small steps and subtle angles to close the distance. Tony Jaa launches a powerful roundhouse kick, but Ip Man's Chi Sao sensitivity allows him to jam the technique before it reaches full extension, simultaneously trapping the leg and delivering rapid strikes to Tony Jaa's supporting leg. Tony Jaa adjusts, using teep kicks, push kicks to create space and reset. His conditioning allows him to maintain pressure, but Ip Man's economy of motion means he expends less energy while advancing. The first round showcases Tony Jaa's power against Ip Man's precision. Round 2. Ip Man successfully bridges the distance, entering Wing Chun's ideal range. His chain punching begins, a blistering assault that forces Tony Jaa to cover up. However, Tony Jaa's Muay Thai clinch training activates. He catches Ip Man in a collar tie, but Ip Man's trapping techniques dismantle the grip structure. The exchange becomes a technical showcase. Tony Jaa attempts to create space for elbows, while Ip Man controls the centerline with simultaneous attack and defense. Tony Jaa explodes with a flying knee, his signature move, but Ip Man's positioning and sensitivity allows him to redirect the technique while delivering counterpunches. The second round demonstrates how both fighters adapt their strategies under pressure. Round 3. Fatigue becomes a factor, but both warriors' conditioning keeps them sharp. Tony Jaa lands a solid leg kick that momentarily compromises Ip Man's stance. He presses the advantage, but Ip Man's experience allows him to fight intelligently, using angles and trapping to neutralize the power advantage. In a final exchange, both fighters demonstrate their ultimate techniques. Tony Jaa's devastating combination of elbow and knee strikes meets Ip Man's perfectly timed deflections and counterstrikes.
After examining both martial arts systems and the fighters at their peak, I would give the edge to Ip Man in this matchup, though it would be incredibly close, perhaps 55-45 in his favor. Here's why. Wing Chun's entire system is designed to neutralize power-based striking by controlling distance, trapping limbs before they generate force, and maintaining constant forward pressure. Ip Man's experience and technical mastery would allow him to disrupt Tony Jaa's rhythm, preventing him from establishing the distance needed for devastating Muay Thai strikes. However, Tony Jaa's advantages cannot be dismissed. His leg kicks could accumulate damage, his athletic conditioning might outlast Ip Man's in an extended bout, and one clean flying knee or elbow could change everything instantly. If Tony Jaa maintained distance and fought patiently, he could potentially wear down Ip Man over time. The decisive factor is Wing Chun's specialization in exactly this scenario, dealing with powerful strikers by controlling space and timing. Ip Man's legendary Chi Sao sensitivity would allow him to feel and neutralize Tony Jaa's attacks before they reached fight-ending power. Both fighters represent the pinnacle of their respective arts, and this hypothetical battle celebrates rather than diminishes either legacy. Ip Man's influence through Bruce Lee changed martial arts cinema forever, while Tony Jaa's authentic Muay Thai brought new realism and appreciation for traditional Southeast Asian fighting arts to global audiences. The question of who would win ultimately depends on rule sets, environment, and countless variables. In a pure martial arts encounter emphasizing technical skill and adaptability, Ip Man's Wing Chun provides solutions specifically designed for this challenge. But in a longer, more athletic contest, Tony Jaa's Muay Thai arsenal and conditioning could shift the advantage. This matchup reminds us why martial arts cinema continues to captivate audiences. It's not just about who wins, but about witnessing the beauty, philosophy, and dedication each art represents at its highest level.